Hey everyone, welcome to the Resellers do episode 81. 81! You know, we've been doing the show for almost 3 years. We're only 81 episodes into it.
Has it really been that long?
Way to go with consistency. Yeah, it's been like 2 years and 3/4 or something. We're having our 2 years and 3/4 anniversary show today. And but anyway, how's everybody doing this week?
Doing good.
Yay.
Doing good.
I haven't listed anything this week. I'm doing bad.
How's your water situation?
Our water situation is fine because I live in a suburb outside of Austin. If it hasn't been on the national news, the entire city of Austin is on a boil water notice that could last for another 10 to 14 days, they say. And so you're not supposed to like cook with the water, drink the water, or whatever. At least they can flush their toilets and stuff, because when we had our water leak, that was where all of our water reserve went. Like it was filling up the toilet tank, because it takes 5 gallons of water to fill a toilet tank.
You can bathe in it, right?
In your toilet?
Oh, I mean,
yeah, I don't know what the rules are because I'm not in Austin. I did offer, like on Facebook, I was like, oh, if any of my friends need water, we're on a different river. Basically what happened is we had crazy flooding in the northern parts of our lakes, and they all flowed down into the Austin water source, and it's full of like, it looks like chocolate milk. It's basically just like mud and debris, and like, because they opened up the floodgates.
Mm-hmm.
When they opened up the floodgates, all that water from all the other, everybody thinks Texas is some big desert or something, but we have a river.
There's a lot of water in Austin.
Yeah. And yeah, so apparently it like messed up the filtration system in the wastewater and water treatment plant, like the water treatment plant. And so you're not supposed to drink the water. They haven't found any bacteria in it yet, but I think they're being extra precautious.
Yeah, that's smart.
But I feel super bad. Can you imagine a whole city, like the people in Flint are like, yeah, we can. We could totally can. Like a whole like metropolitan area is just like, no water. Like, don't drink it. Don't use it. Don't. But I don't know if you can shower or whatever.
You can. I mean, you would have heard people complaining by now if you couldn't.
Well, people were saying like go to the gym in the outer lying suburbs and use their showers. So I have no idea. So Miner's Treasure says my friend lives on Lake Travis and his house is flooded. Yeah, there's more rain coming too. So it's gonna get worse before it gets better, that's for sure.
We've had a lot of rain down here too. Been crazy.
Yeah, it's definitely not nice. I feel bad for all my friends in Austin, like, but I'm glad that we're not dealing with it, because we're on a different aquifer and a different river for our water. So even though we're only 25 minutes away.
Yeah.
So if you're in Austin and you need some water, you can bring your jugs to my house in Lockhart and get some barbecue and some water. I really mean that, actually. If you want to, you can totally fill up a jug. But anyway, back to reselling related things. Like, anybody go sourcing this week? I didn't. Well, I did, but I didn't. It wasn't this week. It was stopped into a Savers one day. I was in Austin for something, and I was only in there for a couple minutes, and I only grabbed like 3 things. 4 things. I'm lying already. 4 things.
Where are they?
I wasn't prefacing that as me talking about them yet. Did you guys go shopping this week?
I've been cutting back. Yeah. Like I haven't been going, to the thrift stores as often. I'm really trying to work on my death piles here at the house, especially with it being Q4 time. And I've just been pumping out listings like crazy on Macari. But I did pick up these. So it's Salvador Ferragamo, however you guys want to say it. Now,
I got me some Fergramos.
these back in the day would fetch me like $125, but now I'm seeing them go as low as 50. But it's still a good deal. I think I paid. What did I pay? Probably like $5.99 or $7.99.
What size are they? Because every time I find them, they're like a AAA or something. Like,
right? They are. They're size 9 3A.
yeah, they're like tiny. I was like, who are these people with like these stick feet? You know, it's just like a leg and like this. Like they're nothing. They got no feet.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry if I just offended all of our viewers that have really thin feet. My apologies. Please don't leave us. You know, one of the very first things I bought when I started like professionally reselling was a pair of Ferragamos, and I never listed them. They were like a size 7 AAA or something, and I don't know. I just never listed them, and they just sat in the shed, and then they ended up like donated off after like 5 years.
Yeah, but these ones,
Michelle said only narrow feet people can afford them.
but if you didn't see the kind with the bows like this, these are really desirable. People like these, and they usually sell for pretty good money.
Yeah, that's really classic design.
Did you get those at a thrift store or a garage sale?
Thrift store. And that's the show. What about you?
That's all you got? Wow, look at you. You're so good. I've been trying to be really careful about what I buy too. Like I saw things at the Savers that I would normally buy, but I was just like, I don't need any. How many more coffee makers do I need?
Yeah.
Even though I did buy a coffee maker, but I didn't buy the other ones that I would have normally have bought. What'd you get, Trish? I know you always get fancy stuff.
You know, I've been trying to cut back too because, well, my sourcing budget has gotten really small because I've been trying to save my money for my flooring, and my daughter just bought a house, so housewarming money for her. So I've been really picky too. But I went to the thrift store last night, and I picked up 2 Tommy Bahama linen shirts, 2 Orvis linen shirts for women, and a vintage one of those flowy bathrobes from the 60s or 50s.
Oh, awesome.
So yeah, but I've been cutting way back. But tomorrow there's an estate sale.
Hey.
And I've been looking at the pictures, and there's a couple $100 books there.
Books,
so,
really?
Yeah, except there's a bookseller here, and he's always at the estate sales before me.
Yeah, I know my bookseller too.
You need to figure out where he lives and let the air out of his tires.
Right. Right. So, but yeah, not a lot.
Where do you sell your books, Trish?
eBay. I used to do Amazon, but since I got out of FBA, I just strictly eBay.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's good money to be made there too.
Yeah, especially for vintage books.
Yeah.
So.
And people don't always believe me, but a lot of times you can sell books that are not worth anything on Amazon, on eBay, and then vice versa too. And I know it sounds crazy, but a lot of people, you know, might not think for books for eBay and then for Amazon and vice versa or whatnot. So I've had a lot of luck with that.
Yeah, I would think like school books, like math books and algebra books and things like that might do better on FBA or on Amazon.
Yeah.
Where the vintagey books and the, I don't know, maybe car books go better on both. But like the older auto repair manuals, they go really well on eBay.
Now, have you tried selling any books on Macari?
I have not.
Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah.
I gotta get busy on Macari.
Yeah. I'm loving it. It's
Macari's,
so fast.
It is. It's my redheaded stepchild right now. I gotta give it love. So
I was trying to look up the stuff that I bought to see if I should talk about it or not.
Of course you should.
I am okay. Oh.
Do it.
Fine. Okay, so one of the things that I always pick up, just like on site when I see them at the store, and I have these machines are actually how I got started into parts to begin with. Before I knew parts was even a thing, I had bought 2 of these machines, these Philips Sensio coffee machines. And I didn't really know anything about them, but when I started looking them up, there was a seller called Pace Parts. And basically he was selling like just the base, just the water tank, just the drip tray, and I got to looking at it and I was like, there's a lot of money in parts. Because I was seeing him sell just the base for like $40. And then there was other people selling the whole machine for like $25. And I'm like, why are they doing that? That's dumb. And the thing about it is, and people wonder, they're like, why would somebody buy a part when they could buy the whole unit for like $10 more or whatever? And it's because whenever they're doing their search, they're not searching for the whole unit. They're searching for the part. So they'll say Philips Sensio replacement base or replacement this, replacement that. Well, the whole machine, if you're selling a whole machine, is not going to have the word replacement in it or the word part in it. So whenever if they're looking for replacement this or part that, they're not seeing the whole machine. They have no idea that they could pay $15 more and just get a whole another one.
Right.
So anyway, and then some people are eco-friendly. They don't want to have an extra whole thing. They just want whatever. But anyway, these machines, I paid $7.99 for this one at Savers last week. And I'll show you what they sell for. And if you watched my live yesterday, I actually talked about a red one that I had bought and sold for $82. But just these plain black ones, you can see one sold for $69.99. This one went on auction. These are brand new. The brand new ones go for $150, $130, $170. These are used $46, $48, $82 because that one had the box. So you can see they kind of range anywhere from like $30 to $60 on a used unit. This one's $65. This is exactly what I have right here. $65. So I would say they typically, what I price them at normally is like $49.95 if it's in really good condition and really clean and no like a lot of scratches. But otherwise I'll price it at like $39.95 plus shipping or $49.95 or best offer, around there. I think they're getting rarer over time. And a lot of people underestimate the power of people's coffee. And once they have a unit that they know consistently every cup is going to make them good coffee, they don't care what new machine came out. They don't care what new model came out. They don't care what celebrity is telling you to buy, whatever. They're going to stick with the machine that works for them, because I know I've changed different machines over time, and you're going to get a different taste every single machine that you have. They're not created equally.
They don't need a ninja coffee maker then?
A ninja? You know, my Keurig died, and I used that iCoffee machine that I had actually bought to resell, and it makes far superior K-Cup coffee than any Keurig machine I've ever used.
Wow.
Really?
It's way good. Like, it tastes like real coffee, like coffee that you bought at a coffee house. Like, it doesn't taste like that. I don't know. Keurigs can make some real bleh coffee. But the iCoffee machine that they have that are for K-Cups, it's a good one.
That's a ticket.
Yeah, that's a good one. The next thing I picked up is I did buy these Clairol 20s. They were $5.99. I always buy these when I see them. I just sold a set not that long ago for $40 on Macari. I'll show you. Here they are on eBay, $34.99, $28.99 plus shipping, $24 plus shipping, $27 plus shipping. They're going to range depending on if you have the clips, depending on what color the base is, because they'll have a red base, they'll have a light blue base, and they'll have a tan colored base. And but generally you're going to find them. I buy them anywhere from $3.99 to $5.99, and you can consistently sell them anywhere from $30 to $40. So I think they're worth picking up every time I see them.
Yeah. What do you charge for shipping?
I put them at I think they're £3. It's a £3 rate. So
3 to 10 pounds on Macari.
Oh, on Macari, on Macari, it's 1 to 3.
Okay.
Do they sell for you on Macari as much as eBay?
I just sold a set on Macari not that long ago. They sold for $40 over there, and they didn't sell on eBay. So, but yeah, they're a £3 rate. So you're gonna want to make sure you charge for shipping. People pay for shipping. I mean, the only thing that's going to happen is you're going to charge $34.95 plus shipping, or you're going to charge $49.95 free shipping. That's what's going to happen. Like, it's not. So, anything going on in the chat? I wasn't looking. Oh, it's Christina. She's one of my favorite. Do you follow her on Instagram? She's like my favorite.
What's her Instagram ID?
Christina something.
My
daughter is so weird. Oh, I sold my coupon.
Oh, good.
Okay, if you watched my live yesterday, I did a solds video, and I had my Office Depot coupons I've talked about on Instagram before, and I've talked about on the Pinching Pesos page, and I talked about it on my live yesterday. That I get these Office Depot coupons in the mail, and then I put them up on eBay, and they pretty much sell within a day. Well, mine sold for $14.95, which is what I listed it for. I only got one this time. Yeah.
Free money.
It's my free trash money. All right, it's Christina Thrifts, and that's without an H.
I follow her.
Yeah, Christina. Christina
I just
Thrifts.
Screenshot.
It's her doggy Mia. I only follow you for your dog. That's the only reason.
What kind of dog does she have?
I don't know. It looks like a black lab mix.
Okay.
We've watched her grow up.
I know. I feel like it's all of our dog.
It is. She's a reseller mascot.
I need to send her some treats. She's all of our dog. Okay, another thing I picked up, and another reason why I want to talk about these is because, okay, these are Chacos, right?
Oh, I got a pair too. And they look just like that.
Yeah,
These are
I just sold a pair.
These are little tiny baby Chacos. If you can't find the size, people are always like, well, I can't find the size. It's on the back.
Right
on the
there.
back of the shoe.
Yeah.
Anyway, the reason why I wanted to show these, I paid $6.99 for them. Okay, do you see this sole? Okay, this issue here, this separation, because you can see the sole's fine, right? It's not all worn out in one spot or whatever. It's even. The sole is separating. That is a warranty repair.
Yeah.
That should not happen. That should not happen to your Chaco. So you can send this into Chaco, and they will replace the sole for you.
That's good to know. That's good information.
Because this actual issue. Now it's different if it was like all worn out and then it's falling off. But this you can see the bottom is not all worn out. Like this is a even tread wear, but it has this whole separation of the sole, and that's a warranty issue. That's a quality control problem.
Chacos are good to pick up. I picked up a pair for $5 a couple weekends ago at a garage sale. And they're in new condition. I still haven't them.
Nice. Okay, I'm going to go grab a pair of shoes that I think is really good for that particular conversation. I'll be right back.
Hey.
Rag1602 is asking if they fit in a shoebox. These do not fit in a shoebox. You have to actually put these in. They would honestly fit in a regional A box if they weren't out like that.
Oh, yeah.
Like, if they were flat, they would totally fit, but they won't out. They won't fit. They will fit in a medium flat rate, though, and that's typically the way I ship them. Christina said she never found Chacos. I found a couple of pairs, and one of the pairs I bought was the same way. It was, the sole was like flapping off of it. Wow. And I sent it in with the full intentions of, if they charged me to replace the sole, that was totally fine. but they went ahead and said, oh, no, that's a warranty repair, and replaced the sole for me for free and sent them back to me in a Chaco box. And then I sold them for $69.95 on eBay.
Nice. I almost put a pair back at the thrift store because I couldn't find the size. It took me forever. And then I accidentally saw it on the back of it. And I was dumb and funny. So I bought them, and yeah, they sold for about 50 or 60 bucks. I don't remember.
Yeah, I think the price is going down over time as they've gotten more popular with resellers. You know, it's that BOLO. That's that BOLO effect, you know, but it's not like you can go to every store and you're going to find a pair. But if you do disperse 10,000 resellers onto thrift stores throughout the nation, they're going to come up with some Chacos. Yeah. You know, you can't say that they're not gonna, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there are more available used than there used to be. But so the price is not as high as it used to be, but they're still a good pickup.
Yeah. So speaking of bad souls, if anybody saw these on my Insta story, oh my gosh, this was hysterical because I wore these to work. They match my scrubs. Oh, I have 2 pair of glasses.
I do that all the
time. The brand is called Troen Torps. I don't know if you can see that or not.
I've never heard of that.
Apparently it's a good selling brand. It's like Danskos of Switzerland. They're from Sweden. But these were vintage and I was so excited about them, and I wore them to work because my scrubs that day were blue. And then all of a sudden there was crap all over our carpet. We had to get a vacuum cleaner. We couldn't figure out where it was coming from. And then as I was vacuuming it, I found out that my heels were dry rotting and falling apart.
Oh my gosh.
So I wrote the company and I asked them if they replace soles, and they said they don't because the soles are made at the time.
Refocus yourself.
Woo! Woo!
Like put your hand up and then like take it back. No, like on the camera.
Happy hands, happy hands.
There you go.
So anyway, they wrote back, they don't replace the soles because the soles are made at the time the shoe is made. But they gave me 4 different United States addresses that will replace them with Vibram soles. So I'm going to do that.
So
they're so cool.
You mail the shoes in to this place, and they're going to take that sole off and put a new one on?
That's the way I understand it. I haven't written them yet, but I'm going to because I don't know. I mean, I don't know if I could sell them with an aftermarket sole, but I think I could. But I really love them. They're comfortable.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah, well, they fit you, so you liked them. You were wearing them with your outfit. Your scrubs.
They were cute. But that's what dry rot looks like. So in case you didn't know.
Scanning those babies, can't take no love from her.
Scanning those babies. I love my babies.
If y'all don't know, Trish is also part-time
ultrasonographer.
Ultrasonographer.
I have my scrubs on. I have to go to work today.
She scans the babies.
Scan the babies.
I mean, like, what kind of job? I mean, like, you don't wake up and be like, ugh, I have to look at those embryo, infant, tiny inside the baby, inside the mommy babies. No. Ew. I don't want to.
I have the best jobs ever because I get up in the morning and I get to go to yard sales, or I get up in the morning and I get to look at little babies. There's like no bad day.
I'm not really sure. Yeah, I don't know how you could. You're just like,
yeah, got to look at a baby.
Smiling parents, all excited. All right, so we got some sales to show, and because I know we got to rush because you got to leave at what time, Trish, to get to work on that?
Well, I have to leave by 1:30, but I have like 5 things I have to pack and mail.
Oh, okay. All right, so we have to hurry up. So let's talk about Trisha's stuff first, just in case she has to skedaddle on us. This is not Trisha's stuff. This is my stuff.
That's cool. What that was.
Okay, hang on. It's on the... And let me remember to present to everyone so people don't yell at me. Okay, there we go. Okay, here's your mats.
Okay, so I find these a lot of times at thrift stores that are still new in the package, and these were new in the package. I think I paid $6 for them. took about less than a month, maybe a month to sell. But yeah, I find them all the time in thrift stores. So whenever I do, if they're in their original package, they're going to have those numbers, that 83600 TOG, on a sticker on the package. And you look it up, super simple. Quick flip.
I've bought mats before and like let my analysis paralysis just kill it for me. Like I had some BMW 3 mats and I had some Mazda MX-3 mats and they were brand new and I just let my like, where am I going to take pictures of this? These pictures look terrible. And I just totally talked myself out of listing them, and I know they were worth like $100.
Yeah.
And then they sat out on the shelf, and then like, you know, just time got to them, and then they just weren't in good condition anymore. And then I had to throw them out.
They can be intimidating. And I mean, I stuck these on my kitchen tile floor, and then I like super whatever you do on your iPhone to make it bright. So they were bright, but I don't think people really care. I mean, they know what they want.
I don't think so either. And I think that is the best advice for any reseller, is to just stop over analyzing it. Stop being like, my pictures don't look right, I have to set it on my couch or whatever. Just list it.
Yeah.
And
look at those pictures. That picture looks like crap.
And in God's honest truth, some people that are buyers prefer to buy from sellers that don't have professional looking photos because they feel like they're getting a better deal.
And I think they trust you more than they trust like a conglomerate company. They feel like you are them and they are you.
Yep.
Totally. That's deep trust. And also, I stopped editing my pictures so much on Macari.
Yeah.
Do I?
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's a time suck. And I kept getting accused of using stock photos. I'm like, look, these are my pictures.
Thanks for the compliment.
It's not a compliment. I mean, it is a compliment, but it's frustrating for me when it keeps happening because Macari is not even flagging it. People from the community, like Deb talked, are going through, this looks like a stock photo, and reporting my image, and then they're taking my image off and it's not available for sale, and I got a message back and forth with them, and it's just a hassle. So
that's frustrating.
Yeah, a lot of my pictures on Macari are dark because I just don't take the time to lighten them up anymore.
I stopped worrying about it. I stopped worrying about the I'm going to have this perfect white background and it's going to be amazing. My pictures look fine. If it's grayscaled a little in the back, as long as the product looks good and I don't have my feet and my dog and my kitchen counter in the, my dirty dishes in the back, which I have seen in pictures, like, it doesn't matter. Stop over analyzing your photos. Just as long as the product looks good and you've got a decent, I love Christina Thrift has she made this color block background out of like paper. I love that background. And I know a lot of people are like, oh, that's busy, or that's this or that. No, it's eye-catching, it's consistent, and I love it. So
what? And sometimes you need those colors to get your colors to photograph correctly.
Yeah, because if you do it on white or you do it on black, your pictures come out all wrong.
Yeah, I was struggling this morning, which kind of made me late because I have two things that are kind of a peach color, and they wanted to photograph red. I could not get them to get to the color they were supposed to be. So I ended up taking a piece of white paper like this and kind of slipping it in the corner like that. And sometimes that'll correct the picture. But yeah, it is hard sometimes to pick up those colors.
Yeah, sometimes when I'm taking pictures, I'm like taking pictures this way, or I'll come over here and try this way at an angle.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely, I think it's better. I used to take all my pictures on a dark blue background, and then I used to take all my pictures on a teal background. Do you remember back in the day when the big like red-blue background debate happened?
Red-blue background? I don't remember.
Yes. Okay, this was probably 5-6 years ago. There was an article that came out with saying, customers will buy more auctions on a red background, and they will buy more buy it now items on a blue background.
I remember seeing
And
pictures like that.
you don't remember that? Oh, and then all of a sudden, all of these blue and red backgrounds came out. And like, yeah. Let's see. Sorry, they're talking about a GoFundMe for Robin Birchall.
I'm looking at that right now. That's so sad. I wonder what happened.
I heard a little tiny, only like 3 words about it this morning. That I guess she had passed away in her sleep suddenly.
Oh,
so I'm not really sure. But I will go ahead and get the link to the GoFundMe for funeral expenses. And so we can go ahead and put it down in the description if you guys would like to donate to that. I know it's really hard whenever something like that, like just any funeral is hard, but when it's like out of the blue, just what? Yeah. That's a huge expense financially and emotionally. So yeah. And then also not to but and then if you want to keep Scott Zilke's wife in your thoughts, she was diagnosed with breast cancer yesterday too.
Oh my goodness.
Oh.
Yeah, sad reseller news.
What is Scott Zilke's? Does he have a
bearded picker?
The bearded picker.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, he has a YouTube channel and everything.
Okay.
Yeah. So we'll post both of those links. I'll post it down in the description when the show is over if you guys want to get more information about that. Okay. Sorry. Back to the show. All right. Let's talk about your perfumes. I remember seeing you with these perfumes in your car, and they smelled like, what'd you say?
Funky they were funky. They were bad. Yeah, I bought these last Wednesday. I actually went to an estate sale, came home for lunch, threw these pictures up during lunch, and then went to work. And they sold within, I guess, 3 days. I did pay up. I paid $30 for both bottles. Then I listed them for $129. I took a best offer of $90. So now, that being said, I did send them to Canada. Oh. And I don't know what the rules are for shipping perfume, but I might have skirted the rules, so I'm not suggesting that people do that.
If you ship perfume, it has to go ground.
Yeah.
So when you go to the post office, first class is not ground. There is a thing called retail ground, and a lot of people are like, why would you want to use ground? It's more expensive than priority. It doesn't make any sense. Ground is always on a truck, doesn't get on a plane.
Right.
And that's the way you have to ship your...
Right. I sold some SodaStream canisters over the summer, and those for sure went ground. And I tell you what, I held my breath until they got there. I was afraid I was going to explode somebody. So, but like I said, I'm not recommending that, but I wrapped them, and then I sealed them, and then I bubble wrapped them, and then I cardboard wrapped them, and then I wrapped them in packing peanuts and double boxed them.
Did you put them in a baggie? Like sometimes I do that just in case it does bust. It's not going to go everywhere.
Yeah, I put them, first I wrapped them in tissue paper, and then I put them in I have one of those plastic sealing machines. I forget what they're called. So I sealed plastic all the way around it, and then I bubble wrapped it, and then I corrugated cardboard wrapped it, and then I put them in packing peanuts.
And then I put the box in a bag, and a bag
Then I put the box in a bag.
I always do that to the people at the grocery store, and they're like, oh, do you want me to put this in a bag? And it's like a box like this, and I'm like, what is that going to do? I was like, yes, can you put the box in a bag and then put that bag in a box?
Yeah, because I need those for packing material later.
Like, yeah, and I'm like, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Okay, all right. And then the next thing you have is one of your super duper games you bought.
Yes, I paid $6. I bought 8 games at one estate sale. I paid $6 for each game. This one sold for a best offer of $120. And yeah, I mean, I had offers on it, but I was holding out because that right there, there was a little extra promo deck in there that didn't belong. And that was selling for $45 by itself. So I kept it in there.
I'm not seeing what she's talking about.
Yes. This
Yeah. Okay, now I see it.
distinct.
Okay. And that went overseas. So yeah.
Nice.
That was a good one.
What about your round puzzles? Have you sold any of those yet?
No, because I'm still trying to put them together.
So are you going to put all of those together before you list them?
Okay, so I suppose they can sell either way, but the thing is, there were so many round puzzles at this one estate sale that I'm afraid that maybe some cat puzzle pieces got mixed in with the dog puzzle. So even if I count them and there's the right amount, what if there's a cat ear in a dog puzzle? I have to make sure.
You're putting them together. How much are they selling for that you're taking the time to put these puzzles together?
Well, here's the thing. I'm also hijacking my daughter's time because she likes puzzles. So it makes her come to my house because she wants to put puzzles together with me. So they're serving a dual purpose for me. They're going to make me money, but they're also getting some time with my daughter, which I would.
You should take a picture of them. I know you've already thought about this, but take a picture of it. Take a picture once you've already set it all up and include that.
Yeah, we almost finished one puzzle last Friday night. It was like 1:30 in the morning, and she's like, I gotta go, because she had a wedding that she had to do Saturday morning at 7:30. And so there's like maybe 30 minutes left of that puzzle to do. And I'm like, okay, I gotta put this together because I gotta get it online, take pictures of it. And she's like, no, you can't finish without me. So it's sitting on my dining room table and she hasn't been back.
Oh no. Is that your little chihuahua back there?
Yes, my little rat terrier meanie.
He looks like mine. Skippy's black and white like that.
Really? Is he mean?
No, he's mean to anybody that tries to come near me.
Good dog.
Nice. My demon dog is Coco, the brown one.
Oh, no, that's my demon dog. She bites ankles. Okay. She scares contract workers.
Okay. All right. Next up. Okay, so lay mutt, and actually on that Facebook page, remember I was talking to you about Trish and on the Stew Chat about that Facebook page I joined that was like Lost Levies.
Yeah,
Lost Levies Finding Resource Guide or something. I'll have to post it because people were asking about it yesterday. Anyway, they were talking about the lay mutt dog.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, because somebody was looking for one, but they didn't know the name of it. And people were like, oh, it's a Lamut.
Yeah, this is the second one I've sold. The first time I sold one, the first time I picked one up, I was like, you've got to be kidding me for what these are selling for, because they are, I mean, their little necks are wobbly. I didn't think it was put together well. I thought there was stuffing missing in the neck because his head just kind of dangled on his chest. But I went ahead and sold it, and that's what I charged. And they gave me good feedback. So then when I saw this one, I picked it up. And again, I was like, nobody's going to want this thing. And sure enough, I mean, it takes not that long to sell these guys. Now, there are different sizes, and this is the bigger one. So 18 inches. But yeah,
they say vintage, and always when I think vintage, because I was born in 80, so when I hear the word vintage, I'm like, oh, it's from the 60s or 70s, but really it's not. It's from the 90s.
Yeah, 1988 on that one. So yeah, and I don't put best offer on them because with the Lamuts, you don't have to. People are going to pay for them.
That's so awesome.
Yeah.
I probably have passed by these dogs before.
Because they look like nothing.
Mm-hmm. Yep. A lot of plush does, though. It looks like a whole lot of nothing.
Yeah.
And here's your kitty cat jar.
This kitty cat jar. I remember going after him. I think I paid $12 for him. But I remember seeing him in an estate sale picture, and I had to be first because I was afraid somebody was going to get it. And I wasn't first, but I got it. And he probably took about 2 months to sell. But he sold.
All right. Miss Tonya, what do you have to show?
Okay. I'm going to share a couple sales from Macari. So some of you might have seen on my Facebook post these.
Wow.
Yeah, and I picked these up for like 50 cents a piece at the
That's a good brand. That brand.
Yes.
Always buy those.
Yeah.
I have sold many of that brand before.
Definitely. And so let me tell you what happened. So they sold, and one of the main reasons why, well, there's two reasons that I love Macari so much is one, it's super fast to list over there. And two, they only take a 10% selling fee. So you're going to make more money, get more money for your items on Macari than you are on eBay for sure. And also on Poshmark. It's just, you make a lot more money on Macari, don't you think?
Yeah, because you don't have the PayPal fee, and you don't have eBay's 12
final value fees on shipping and the product. And
yeah, I mean, it's just like flat out. You sell it for $95. They're going to take $9.50, and that's it. And you go on about your life.
Yeah. So the person did not message me. Had they messaged me, I would have replaced the mug because I have more. But they said that one of the mugs broke during shipment, and she left me a poor feedback. So I was really bummed about that.
Oh man.
So like I said, had they messaged me and let me know, I would have replaced it. And I don't even think once you've left feedback on Macari that you can go back and edit it or delete it or anything like that. Yeah. So I wasn't going to bother messaging them because, they had already left the feedback. And this is the other one you guys saw in the reseller stew that I found my first jelly cat.
Yay!
So I had listed it for $29, and I got a best offer for $22. I only paid $1 for it, so that was good enough profit for me. Plus, I have charged shipping on this order also. So, yay!
And it has the tag on it.
Right. And since then, I've actually found another one too.
Oh, you did?
I did. I can't remember what it is right now. I've got so much crap right now. But I'll post it in the group whenever I get to listing it.
That's awesome. Brenda's asking, is there a video about how to start on Macari? I haven't made one. Honestly, Macari is not hard. So if we made a video, it would be like 4 minutes long because it's just like register as a seller and then take a picture. And then your titles are 40 characters long, so they have to be really specific. Mm-hmm. And then Macari, has their brand and, your brand space and their size and all that stuff. So it's really, really fast. I should probably do a video, I guess. I don't feel like I'm a Macari expert or anything to be making videos.
Yeah, I want to do a video soon too. But like I was telling Deb before the show, I'm learning so much. Like, I've had my first return recently and, learning to ship via FedEx now, which by the way, it's already tracking Deb. So I'm super excited. I just dropped it off this morning. So yeah, Macari's awesome.
Do you have to run out on us, Trish?
I do.
Okay. Well, we will see you next time. Thanks for joining us today.
Okay.
I hope you have a safe drive to work because you have to drive like an hour?
No, now about 20, 25 minutes.
Oh, I thought it was an hour.
No, if I go, we have 2 studios. We have one in Oklahoma City. And if I go there, it's an hour and a half. So I only go there to fill in once in a while. But yeah, I got to go pack some eBay stuff. Then I got to go.
All righty.
Okay. Thanks for having me. Bye.
Bye.
Oh, sorry. Yes, I was presenting you. Tonya. My bad. I'm really awful with the presenting and unpresenting. I used to Macari a ton when they had no fees because it was beta, and I just recently started posting on it again. Yeah, I neglected. I slept on Macari for years because I was just like, I don't want to deal with this. I don't want to deal with another thing. And then I don't like posting from my phone for any platform. And then when they released the desktop version of Macari, then I started using it. But then posting from your phone is not hard. It's just like
I do it from my phone.
Yeah, it's really fast process. It's not
faster than Poshmark too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's really simple, and their FAQs is really good. So if you just go and read their facts, it'll answer all your questions that you have. I mean, if I did a video on it, it would literally be like me reading the FAQs to you.
Right. So one of the things that, and we've talked about this before too, Deb, one of the things that I really wish Macari would offer is a way to search your own items, a way to organize your own items. I don't even know how many items I have in Macari because it doesn't tell me. I know I've got a whole lot.
Unfortunately, I think it's so weird. I actually saw my first Macari sign on the side of the road. What? And all it said was Macari, the selling app. But if you're a selling app and not a buying app, right? Because that's what Poshmark presents itself as. Is like, that's where you go buy fashions for 65% off or whatever. If it's the selling app, they make the listing process super simple. But if you had a whole bunch of listings on there, I'm not sure how you would function your life, because
I know I'm to that point right now. Like, I mean, I probably listed about, let me see, I listed 15 items on Macari yesterday.
I wonder if there's a limit to how many you can have listed. Is there a limit to the amount of Macari? Let's see. This is how I do research. I just type it into Google.
Right.
And
I love how you can promote your listings every few days too. Like, I'm constantly promoting stuff.
I do that all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I every 3 days, I'm like, lower the price,
Right.
lower the price.
Or I wish there was a way to search whoever liked your item the most, like which items you had the most likes on, like you can on eBay. That would be a nice feature.
Yeah, I'm not seeing the answer to my question.
I mean, quite literally, when I sell something on a different platform and I have to end it on mine, sometimes I'll just go to the main search box and type in what it was, and I find it faster that way.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
I don't have that many things listed over there, so I don't really it's not really that big of a deal for me to like scroll through, because I think I have like 30 things or something like that.
And I've got like a wide variety of items over there because I'm just trying to figure out what sells over there. So my listing, you know, it runs the gamut. Like, I've got all kinds of stuff.
It's not telling me like if there's like a limit to how many items you can list, because I have seen people pop up and say like that Macari told them they couldn't list any more items that day or whatever.
Well, like, I'm pretty sure I've listed more than 15 in a day before, but I know for a fact, because I started keeping a track of it, I for sure listed 15 yesterday.
I'm trying to find an answer.
And there's like groups on Facebook too that you can join that are all about Macari. And, you know, I've been asking questions in there.
I don't know. This person on Reddit says they have 2,500 items listed. I don't know how.
Right?
They sort through their stuff.
Probably just go into the search box and typing in their item, and they'll find it faster that way.
Okay, so here's the thing on Reddit that says, so I decided to branch out and double list my stuff from another platform to Macari, but I got an error pop up saying currently you are limited to 100 listings. This will increase as you complete more sales. And then the person responded and said, this is the first time I've ever heard about that. I have 2,500 plus items currently listed on Macari.
Yeah, well, that makes sense. I mean, they want to make sure you're a legit seller before you just go nuts, right?
I'm sure if you're brand new and all of a sudden you start listing 100 Louis Vuitton bags, they're like, no.
Yeah, that would be definitely a red flag.
Me on my iPhone X's.
Right.
But yeah, I don't know. It's definitely for them to promote it as a seller app. It isn't like super seller. But, you know, the thing about it is you can complain about that. I think we've mentioned this before. You can complain about that. But once they start complicating things, then you end up with the problem that you have, like with eBay.
Exactly.
Where, yeah, we have all of this information provided to us and search and this and that. But then we also have all of these problems, you know, to deal with. So I would much rather have a listing platform that takes me less than a minute to list my thing.
Yeah.
Than, you know, let me enter in my item specifics.
Right. I mean, oh my gosh, it just takes forever. It's just a total time suck. I mean, come on. I mean, I try to list one item on eBay a day. I try, but just to, you know, to stay relevant or whatever. But it's just takes so long, especially when I've gotten used to like Poshmark and Macari now.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, don't get me wrong, I always love eBay. They were my first love, but yeah.
Yeah, Amelia says that she's had them tell her she had reached a limit of 100, but then after she sold an item or two, then she never got that limit message again.
Yeah.
And Christina said what I was kind of thinking is that it's more of an online garage sale website than it is for professional sellers.
Yeah,
like,
I mean,
that's true.
Your stuff, if it's just sitting around your house anyway, you might as well snap a picture of it, spend 1 minute listing it on Macari, and go on about your day. Just keep all your stuff in one place from Macari or whatnot. And
yeah, and that's what I was talking about on my sales update video yesterday. I had a fruit basket that I had bought for my own house, and I was like, oh, this is too big for my counter. And so it was just kind of in the garage, and I was going to set it out by the curb because I was like, well, my street's very busy. It's like the second busiest street in this little town. And like if I had a garage sale, it'd be amazing. And I was just going to set it out by the curb. And then I was like, and I just took some really easy pictures, like sitting on my kitchen counter of this fruit basket and listed it on Macari. And then I ended up taking an offer of like $10 for it plus shipping. And that was $9 after fees. And it was something I was going to sit out by the curb for free.
Right. Now, there are some things on Macari, like whenever you go to list, that you need to be mindful about. And Deb has pointed this out to me because when I first started, I was having issues with shipping. Right. So I would tell Deb, how come, they're charging me, for something to ship something when I can ship it for like $2.50. But, you have to make sure that if you're going to be the one doing the shipping, that it's set to you. And then you have to go in and say you want to do your own shipping.
Here, I'll show you.
They're going to charge you for shipping.
I'll show you real quick. I have my Macari up right now. Okay, let me present myself. All right, so this is the Macari listing page. Super simple. Look at that. Boom. Done. Boom. You have 40 characters for your title. You put your description. You can put some hashtags if you want. Normally, it'll automatically fill your category if your title is good enough. Wow. You put your little conditions, and then on your shipping, if you're going to ship it yourself, you just click that button. You're going to ship it on your own. That means you're going to create your own label, whether you use ShipStation, Pirate Ship, or like PayPal Ship Now. You're going to, or even just using the click and ship through the, post office website. That means you're going to create your own label. And then all you do is whenever you sell your item, you're going to click the button that says, I shipped it, and it's going to ask you for the tracking number. Otherwise, you're going to get a prepaid label. And the prepaid, you can say, I'm going to pay for it, or the buyer's going to pay for it. And let's just say you have a pair of shoes. That's the shipping price on a pair of shoes anywhere in the nation. $8 or $6.50. You can give your customer the option. If you don't want them to have FedEx as an option, you can unclick it. FedEx goes ground unless you do the under a pound, and then it's going to go Smart Post. You don't want that. Don't give them that option. So post office, if it's, let's just say it's almost a pound. It's 15 ounces. Well, you're better off just clicking this and saving your time, But like if you're actually paying for it yourself, but if your buyer's paying for it, I mean, it's really easy. And the shipping rates are so cheap. This is up to 10 pounds anywhere in the nation, up to 10 pounds for less than $10. 20 pounds is 15. This is what, 30, 40 pounds is 30, 70, 100. If you were doing wholesale, I mean, $70 for 150 pounds.
Yeah.
Pretty good. I like how they got this whole bicycle they're putting in this box. They're like, put the bicycle in the box. Look, you can ship a baby. You can ship a baby for $40. No, I'm just kidding. It's got a little baby carrier. But yeah, it's super simple process. You just, either you're going to pay for the shipping or your buyer's going to pay for the shipping. And you just say, how many pounds is it? Is it less than a pound? Is it 1 to 3 or 3 to 10? And you're going to typically be 1 to 3. Unless you're selling clothes or, Yeah,
like when I shipped those Vochterbach coffee mugs, they went 3 to 10 pounds.
So, and then it tells you right away. So if I say, my buyer's going to pay for my stuff, it's a pair of shoes, save that, I'm going to charge $40 for it. This is how much money I'm going to make whenever it sells, $36 for my $40 item. Yep.
And payouts on Macari, you guys, are super easy and fast. I usually get mine like in a day or 2.
Yeah, mine's about 2 days. Once it it takes them like a day or 2 to say it's going to deposit, and then it takes like another day to deposit.
Yeah.
Brenda asks, so how do you ship? I typically have my buyer pay. Because it's cheap, and I think the people on Macari are used to it. It's just like Poshmark, how people on Poshmark are used to paying the $4.99 or the $6.49.
Yeah.
So I think that it's so cheap, they don't mind.
So, but it can get confusing, like with the books. So with the books, if you say that the buyer is going to pay for shipping, I have learned that they are going to print out a $4.25 first class shipping label. Well, I don't need it to be first class because I want to ship it medium L. So with the books and also for competitive reasons, I just say free shipping on most of my books. It just depends on what everyone else is doing. I want to be, price myself competitively.
If you're going to do free shipping on your books, you don't need to do the prepaid labels. You have to put the ship on your own.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've learned that the hard way.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes. Because it goes cheaper medium L, than what Macari's offering. But I still have to pay for it.
I thought I would. Did I just go through all of that? When did I stop screen sharing? Was I screen sharing or was I just talking?
Yeah, I saw all the Macari screen.
Okay, good. Because I guess I stopped screen sharing and I didn't notice. And I was like, when did I do that? Like,
no,
I've done that before when I was doing lives and I'm like doing this whole instruction video. And then I'm like, I'm not even showing what I'm doing, am I? I'm just sitting here like, blah, 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 blah. Okay, and then you click here and then you click there. And they're like, I can't see anything of what you're doing.
Right.
All right. I didn't show you. Did you show your sales? Did you have any good sales you wanted to talk about?
Yeah, I just talked about the 2 Macari ones and that's it.
Okay. All right. I just wanted to make sure. I got caught up in the chat for a minute while you were talking and I didn't pay any attention. Okay, so I have 2 or 3 things I can talk about real quick, and then if you need to go, we can go.
Yeah, Brandon's got a doctor's appointment at 2.
Okay, I'm going to talk about this one thing. If you watched my live yesterday, I already talked about this. Trish has been doing a really good job of picking these up on her Facebook Marketplace.
Yes.
This is Cafe Latte Machine. Got it for $8.99. I listed it last Friday. It sold last Friday afternoon for $149.95 plus shipping.
Dang, girl, plus shipping. You're doing good.
Oh, yeah, I always charge shipping. And I wish eBay would stop doing this crap because this is not my machine. This is my machine. I don't know why they do this.
Stock photo?
Yes, because it's not a new item, so it shouldn't have a stock photo anyway. That's eBay's policy.
Is that a glitch?
Yes, it's their glitch. Lonnie's been dealing with that a lot, where his sales are coming up with their used items, and they're coming up with stock photos, or they're coming up with the photos that aren't even the item that he was selling.
So when you listed it, was it an option to delete that stock photo, or just automatically?
I didn't have the stock photo there. I didn't have it in there.
And now all of a sudden it was
putting it back. Yeah.
That's so weird.
Policy is no stock photos for used items, so it should automatically exclude it if you have anything other than new.
Yeah.
But,
What else did you sell? I want to see your sales.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were leaving.
No, we don't have to go that quick.
I don't know how far away the doctor's office is.
Not that far.
Scott said he missed one of these at a garage sale. Don't miss them. They're discontinued. People love them. You can see the ratings on eBay, 5 stars. And people don't rate things on eBay, but it's got 5 stars over on eBay. It's got like 1,000 reviews over on Amazon. People love them. And they're discontinued. They're not coming back. I sold these 8 tracks untested. I basically just took the pictures of them and were like, they're in acceptable condition. They're untested, damaged labels, sold as is. They sold in less than 15 minutes. So I don't know if one of these words up here, somebody had save search.
Yeah.
And one of these is desirable. I did some quick research and I didn't see anything that was like over $4, so I don't know. But I put them for $19.95 and they were gone in 15 minutes.
That's amazing. What'd you pay for them?
Like $1.99.
Awesome.
They were all in a bag. And then I have like another set of 8 tracks that's like John Travolta movies, like Urban Cowboy and what's the other one?
I love John Travolta.
And then the other thing that I sold was this Harry Potter set that doesn't work. And I paid $7.99 for this at Goodwill. And it went on best offer for $35. I had a price for $60 and I could have waited, but I'm cash poor right now, and $35 was better than no dollars, and it didn't work. So yeah, I took my money and I ran with it. Not too far because I'm kind of fat, but I did run a little bit.
Gosh.
Ran like this. Brenda says, I called about the stock photo that I could not remove, and I sell 6 items and it shows 1. They had quite a time, but they did get it removed, and it was a waste. It was a waste of my time. Yeah, I know. I don't know why they can't like get it into the little algorithm or the like processes and procedures when they're doing their macros of saying like, if it's not new, then the stock photo doesn't post.
I mean, you know what? Honestly, I cannot imagine that eBay is not working on an easier selling, what's it called? Way to list your item.
I think that what happens is that it's harder to edit things than it is to start new things. And once you have something that, because we all know that there's all this old stuff on eBay, right? Like when we click and the format goes back to like 1998 and we're over in some kind of weird FAQs section of like weird info from before the millennium.
Right.
Yeah. So I think they just have like too much stuff already there.
I've never been a fan of the item specifics. Like I said, I think it's a waste of time. You know, there has to be some way for them to pull that stuff from the description. I mean, it's ridiculous.
I don't know. If they did pull it from the description, you know, it would be all trash.
I don't even fill out the item specifics unless it's something that they are making me fill out before I can actually list the item. It might be why I don't have that many sales on eBay. I don't know.
Bingo!
That's what it is.
I don't know. I don't know what their problem is. But I think they're just like, you get to a point that you've got so much in there that it's almost better to just scrap it and start over. You know? Like, you kind of get to that point where it's like when you're trying to clean your garage and you're like, just throw all this crap away, just throw it away. We'll get a new Christmas tree.
Yes. You know? I know eBay. I'm sure they have really smart people working for them and people that are very knowledgeable who could fix this problem. They need to make themselves a little bit, you know, what's the word? Help me, Dad. More modern. You know.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm not sure what the solution is for them, but I hope they get it, because otherwise, I don't know. I think maybe sometimes you just get too big. Like you just get too big and there's too much money involved in everything and you're just not really getting the goal.
Yeah, I have far more listed on Poshmark and Macari than I do eBay. Hey, Thelma.
Yeah, I was like, oh no, we're just ending. But me too, nevermore, me too. I don't know if you've noticed. No, but all right. Well, unless we have anything else to talk about, you want to go ahead and close out for the day?
Yeah, and everybody join us tomorrow. Angie and I are going to be doing a jewelry detective show at 11 a.m. Central on my channel, Thrifty Treasures.
Thrifty Treasures, and her. Everyone who's part of the studio, all of their links are down in the description of the video, Instagrams, and if they have channels and groups and all that other jazz. So everybody, thank you for joining us today. We really appreciate you sticking around to listen to us babble on about reseller stuff.
Yes.
And regular things like dirty water. Anyway, all right. Everybody have a really great week. I hope you have really great sales, and we will see you guys next time. And next time we may have a brand new panel member. Woo! Anyway.
And everybody get busy listing on Macari. Go challenge yourself and list at least one item over there.
Just download the app, list one thing. I promise it's not hard.
Yep.
Easy peasy.
Easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
Where did the thing easy peasy pudding and pie come from?
I thought it was easy peasy lemon squeezy or something like that.
It is that too, but in my brain it's easy peasy pudding and pie.
That sounds good to me.
Bye. See y'all next time.